Hey everyone, welcome back to Three Dogs Sports Cards. Wanted to make a video, I guess you could say it's a reaction video, in regards to the fairly recent SGC news with Peter stepping down over there, leaving the company. I wanted to give it a week just to kind of see what happened, what was the aftermath, if there was going to be any statements from Peter, statements from PSA since they own SGC. There has been a few statements from PSA, so I kind of wanted to dive into that, kind of what all the, I guess you could say, bigger guys are saying in the industry, whether it be podcasts or these influencers. So again, about a week ago, Peter over at SGC, who has taken the company and absolutely ran with it, made it to what it is today, especially through the pandemic, has given SGC the reputation of the best customer service in the industry and fastest turnaround times, while also becoming number 2 in the industry for grading, just behind, I shouldn't say just behind, but behind PSA. PSA still has a ginormous lead over everyone, but SGC took over the number 2 spot. They passed Beckett. CGC just couldn't catch up to them, so they had second spot unless it was TCG. But for sports cards, they had that under wraps, and it was pretty much due to Peter. He was the face of the company. People believed in him, trusted him. Now with him gone, we kind of all thought this was going to happen when PSA bought SGC. So now that this is official, it's not a doomsday thing, but I would say if you have anything modern in SGC, I would sell it. Nationals coming up, I would ditch everything. Of course, the new head guy that took over Peter's spot saying everything's going to be all right. They're saying it's going to be like a boutique company. I mean, the red flags in the interview were just unreal. So they're more or less going to keep it for the vintage, what SGC was known for before the pandemic. They'll keep doing that, wring some more money out of it that way. And I'm guessing once that's gone, within 2 years, because the submissions is going to be just an absolute downfall from what it is right now. I bet PSA is just going to absorb SGC, the graders and everything. That would be my guess, is within 2 years, 2 nationals from now, SGC is not going to be a player anymore. If they're still there, I'd be very surprised, but I'm guessing in 2 years they're going to be completely gone. Doesn't mean the cards and vintage holders won't hold value. Anything modern, I wouldn't trust in an SGC slab. I would either be selling that'd be number 1. I mean, if it's in your personal collection, if it's an SGC holder, who cares? I got one in front of you that's for a personal collection. I could really care less if it was a modern card, if it's for my personal collection. I mean, when it was graded, it was still SGC, it's still a reputable company, but it's just going to be a company that's most likely going to be absorbed. So for modern cards, the value is just going to keep dropping and dropping and dropping. I mean, it already took a hit, but it's going to be one of those, just going to be a continued downward trend. So that'd be one thing I would do. Vintage cards, it's hard to say. I would say they're probably going to plateau going down at some point. I don't think they're going to lose a bunch of value. It's hard to say. It kind of depends when PSA, again, this is all speculation, my guess, when PSA absorbs them. But for modern cards and SGC holders, I would dump everything. All my modern cards I sent in the ComC. They had a grading special back in early July. You sent them in. It was a free submission with like a 4-week turnaround. So everything modern is going to be uploaded in the ComC account pretty soon here. And again, it's just going to be whatever the price is. If it's a modern card and an SGC holder, I'm dumping it. I'm not cracking it to regrade it, because if I sent in a card to SGC that was modern, it was $100 or less anyways. It wasn't to make a huge profit. So it doesn't make sense to crack it after already spending $20 to grade it, to regrade it for another 20. You know what I mean? It's just losing money. So kind of wanted to get everyone else's thoughts, just kind of what you think is going to happen. I mean, I have a pretty bleak look on it. I usually don't, a lot of influencers out there and sponsors, you know, like SCN. They're saying, oh, it's going to be whatever. I mean, obviously they're going to say that they're sponsored by them, by SGC. I mean, I think this is a very, very bleak outlook. Like I said, anything modern, I'm dumping immediately too. I'll let the distraction of the national take people's minds off of it and get rid of it. Unless it's PC, that'd be the only reason I would keep it. I would much rather keep a Beckett slab because I know they're at least going to be in business for another year, which is sad to say something like that. But like I said, just wanted to make a quick video, get everyone else's thoughts and concerns. Let me know in the comments. I'm really curious to see what everyone thinks.